today is excuse me, I burped. I'm sorry. So guys, I'm back with another Q&A live stream today. You guys know how these streams go by now. If you have any questions for me, please ask. I'm willing to ask anybody's questions if they're appropriate and they're not talking about anything controversial or anything political or anything that's going to get me on trouble on YouTube. So if you guys have any questions for me, that would be appreciated. If you also have any more live stream suggestions that you would like to see in the future, that would also be appreciated as well. Right now, I kind of gotten a list of possible live streams I could be doing in the future, so definitely keep an eye out for those. But today we're going to be doing Q&A live stream 7. This is the 7th official live stream on my YouTube channel, and this is the 9th Q&A stream on my channel in general, because remember I did 2 Q&A live streams for New Year's Day and New Year's Eve. So if you guys have any questions for me, please ask. I'll be answering any of your guys' questions. So if you have any questions for me, please ask. I hope you guys have some questions for me today. And once again, I got some lunch at Arby's today. I got another one of the Arby's fish sandwiches. I've talked on stream before about the Arby's fish sandwiches, and I think I've talked on my YouTube channel before about the Arby's fish sandwiches. If you have not tried the Arby's fish sandwich, go try it. It's better than McDonald's Filet-O-Fish. But so if you guys have any questions for me, please ask. I'm willing to answer any of your guys' questions. And as I always say, this live stream is for you. It's not for me. So I mean, if you have any questions, please ask. And we're also here to have some fun, to get some enjoyment out of it. And it's more or less talking to you guys. So if you guys have any questions for me, please ask, and that would be appreciated. I know I kind of do these live streams earlier in the day. I know that some people don't really like that I do it this early. A lot of people want me to do it later. Denario Games. Hi, Denario Games. How are you doing today? I'm doing pretty good, if you ask. But Denario Gaines, do you have any questions for me? Would you like to ask me a question? Ask me anything, please. Like I said before, if you have any questions for me, please ask. I'm willing to answer anything that's nothing controversial and nothing political related. So if you have questions to ask, please ask. But yeah, I was a little busy this morning. But I was able to do my live stream as planned, and like I said before, I was able to get lunch at Arby's today. I got the Arby's fish sandwich. Okay. At Carson_Clutcher, what is your favorite video game? My favorite video game? That's a tough choice for me. I have a lot of favorite video games. If you did not know, I do gaming streams on my YouTube channel, so if you would like to check out my gaming streams, that would be appreciated as well. But I would say my favorite games in general are sports games like Madden, NBA, WWE, NHL, MLB, those types of games. And then I also like first-person shooters like Sniper Elite, Battlefield, Call of Duty, those types of games. I kind of like first-person shooter games that have a historical narrative, so something like Sniper Elite or Battlefield. But to answer your question, what is my favorite game? I would say my favorite game is probably WWE, because I'm a big WWE professional wrestling fan, so I'm gonna have to go with that. Denario Gaines, hi Denario Gaines, how you doing today? I'm doing good. If you have any questions for me, please ask. I'm willing to answer your question if you have one. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Like I said earlier, I was a little busy this morning, but I'm not busy anymore. But I was able to get on and do a stream like I normally do, what I've been doing for a while now. Um, uh, mm, Cherry Wet 492. Hi. Uh, Ari Berto Flores, what do you think about the Therian community? What's the Therian community? Can you explain what the Therian community is? I'm not too sure what that is. I'm not versed in that community, so I don't know. I am more versed in the WWE professional wrestling community. I'm more um Lightning plus 67. I got punched yesterday. I'm sorry to hear you got punched. Are you being bullied? If you're being bullied, I would recommend you to tell your parents or the school or somebody that would get you help for that. Not like the school is gonna do anything, but I mean, sometimes in those instances that you just gotta fight back. But anyways, um, uh, um, okay, so hi from Southern Mountains, Afghanistan. Mr. Steele yo underscore tacos. Hi. I haven't really gotten anybody from Afghanistan to comment on my YouTube channel, so that's pretty interesting. Denario Gaines. My name is Logan. Nice to meet you, Logan. Lightning Plus under or 67. I said Stone Cold was better than Triple H, and this guy punched me. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. No, I mean, that doesn't really sound like bullying to me. That kind of sounds like he was playfully punching you because he disagreed with your opinion. Personally, I would say that Stone Cold Steve Austin is better than Triple H, and the reason why Stone Cold Steve Austin is better than Triple H is because, well, Stone Cold Steve Austin is kind of one of the reasons why WWE stayed in business, because if WWE didn't have Stone Cold Steve Austin, then WCW could have possibly bought out WWE. Okay, so, okay, what else? Uri Berto Flores, laughing out loud. Mr. Steele underscore yo underscore tacos. Great channel. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. If you like my channel, please don't forget to please like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel and turn on all my notifications. That would be appreciated. Mr. Steele underscore your underscore tacos. Me like Yokozuna. I thought Yokozuna. Oh, excuse me, I burped. I'm sorry. I like Yokozuna. I'm not gonna say that Yokozuna was the best wrestler, but he was a pretty good bad guy, so I can understand why you like him. Um, I'm Lightning plus 67. I'm going to stun him tomorrow. That's going to be awesome. Give him a stone cold stunner. I give you a thumbs up. Um let's see. Heriberto Flores, Rey Mysterio 619. Yep, I like Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio was a pretty good wrestler. I think he was one of the best mask wrestlers in WWE, and I think he was. I mean, if you're just talking about like luchadors in the United States, for luchadors in the United States, I would say that Rey Mysterio is one of the best luchadors in the United States. Mr. Steel underscore your underscore tacos. Yokozuna brings the perps out of people. I guess he does. I guess he did with me. That might be because I had Arby's for lunch today, and I'm also drinking Coca-Cola, so that might be another reason. Logan says they. Interesting. So do you got... Oh. Heriberto Flores. Eddie Guerrero was a shit. Too horrible death, though. Yeah, I mean... Eddie Guerrero was a great wrestler. I feel like if he was still alive, I'm pretty sure he would be still wrestling in the modern day. But, you know, I mean, he had drug problems throughout his whole life, and that's kind of what ended his life in the end. So, yeah, it's really sad. But, do you guys have any more questions for me? Would you like to ask me any more questions, or do you have any future future ideas for stream suggestions? Mr. Steele underscore your taco. Oh, excuse me, I burped again. I'm sorry. Mr. Steele underscore your underscore tacos. I seen Mankind on Grinder. Oh my, really? Oh my God, Mick Foley was on Grinder? That's hilarious. By that, you're implying that Mick Foley is gay and he loves gay people. Nothing wrong with that, though. I'm not against it. I mean, if that's what he likes to do, that's fine by me. But I didn't know that Mick Foley was on Grinder because I'm not on that app, so I don't really know what goes on there. So I didn't know Mick Foley was on there, but that's a pretty interesting revelation that I just heard. So if you guys have any more questions for me, please ask if you have any more questions. Like I said, I'm willing to answer anything unless if it's inappropriate or controversial or something political, then I won't talk about that. But, I mean, if you guys have any more questions for me, please ask. And if you have any suggestions for future live stream ideas, that would be good. Uh, 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 what do you think about Chris Benoit? Oh, what are my thoughts on Chris Benoit? I actually made a theory video a couple of years ago on my YouTube channel talking about Chris Benoit and the whole Chris Benoit thing. I'm like, there are a lot of theories about Chris Benoit. Some people believed he did it, some people didn't believe he did it. Personally, I think Chris Benoit is a great wrestler, but there has to be some responsibility for what he did. I'm not going to say that he was 100% in his right mind when he did it. Clearly, he wasn't 100% right in the head before that happened, but there has to be some type of responsibility there. I would say that he did it, but his brain wasn't functioning properly, so he couldn't understand, he couldn't comprehend. And one thing I would like to say here is I'm like no like brain psychologist, so what I'm saying might not be right, but all I know is that he wasn't right in the head at the time that he did it. He probably didn't know what he was doing and he just killed his wife and his son. And I believe that he's a great wrestler, and there's no doubt about that. He was a great wrestler. He had great accomplishments, but those accomplishments will be always those accomplishments will always be overshadowed by what he did, and there has to be some type of responsibility there. But I believe he wasn't right in the head. He wasn't right in his mind, and I believe it was the mixture of uh the steroids and the what is it? The his brain was fucked up. So the steroids and the brain issues he had is what caused him to do it. I think after he died, a doctor did an autopsy on his brain, and they said his brain looked like a 84 Alzheimer's patient's brain. So they were saying that he basically had like probably stage 4, stage 5 Alzheimer's at the time that he did it. And 84 years old Alzheimer's patients, yeah, that's pretty bad. So like I said, there is responsibility there. He will. He needs. I mean, obviously he's dead, so he can't take responsibility for it. But there has to be some responsibility there, and I think he's a great wrestler. He's had a lot of great accomplishments in his career, but it's always going to be overshadowed by what he did. So that's my thoughts on Chris Benoit. Mr. Steele underscore your tacos on your underscore tacos. Maybe it was Sacco, not him. Yeah, it's definitely possible. Maybe Mr. Sacco has a mind of his own. Maybe he has a mind of his own. Maybe Mr. Sacco was on Grinder. So do you guys have any more questions for me? Would you like to ask me anything else? I'm willing to answer anybody's questions as long as it's appropriate, non-controversial, and has nothing to do with politics. Did you see John Cena in the Royal Rumble? John Cena was not in this year's Royal Rumble, but he was in last year's Royal Rumble. I watched both Royal Rumbles. I watched the Royal Rumble for 2025 and I watched the Royal Rumble for 2026. Yes, I did watch last year's Rumble. I did see John Cena in it. I mean, I'm not like I was surprised that Jey Uso won last year's Rumble, but I was surprised because I didn't have him picked to win, but in the end, in the long run, I wasn't really too shocked based on what they were going to do with him. Oh, excuse me, I burped again, I'm sorry. But, anyways, yeah, I wasn't too surprised. I was surprised that Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble, but I wasn't surprised that he won the world title from Gunther at WrestleMania 41. I wasn't surprised by that. But yes, I did see the Royal Rumble with John Cena in it. And I also watched the Saturday night main event that John Cena retired. There's a whole I did my predictions and reactions for that pay-per-view, and before my reactions video, you could visibly see me. I was crying, I was sad. There were like tears in my eyes, my face was all red. You could tell that John Cena it was a very emotional moment for a lot of people. So yeah, I seen the whole John Cena retirement tour. So yes, I know what you're talking about. Do you, yes it was. Yes it was. Do you guys have any more questions for me? Do you guys have any more questions for me that are appropriate and that are non-controversial and they are not political related? Also, do you guys also have any more suggestions for what you would like to see me live stream in the future other than me doing Q&As and me doing gaming streams? Do you guys have any more questions? Do you guys have any more questions? Do you guys have any more questions? Yeah, like I said, I was a little busy this morning, and then after I was done with my busyness, I went to Arby's to get something to eat. And then I came home, I relaxed a little bit, and now I'm doing the stream. What about Nacho Libre? Yes, I have seen Nacho Libre with Jack Black. Yeah, I've seen that movie. I thought it was a decent slash good movie. It's actually been a really long time since I've seen that movie, so I might have to rewatch it soon because I haven't seen it in a while. But yes, I have seen that movie. Also, if you didn't see the most recent Family Guy episodes, they actually mentioned the wrestler in it. Yeah, they mentioned the movie The Wrestler with the wrestler who wants, like, at the beginning of the movie he retires, but then he comes out of retirement for one last match and then he dies at the end of the movie. Yeah, they Family Guy did a reference to the wrestler. I don't know if anybody watching the live stream or in the chat likes Family Guy or watches current Family Guy, but the most recent episode of Family Guy, they did a reference to the wrestler, and I was surprised that they did a reference. I'm surprised that they did a reference to the wrestler because I've seen that movie. It's been a while since I've actually seen that movie too. Actually, I have to rewatch that as well soon. But yeah, they did a reference to the wrestler, which is pretty cool. Love Family Guy. Yeah, I love Family Guy too. I love current Family Guy. A lot of people hate. Everybody hates new Family Guy episodes. Personally, I like Family Guy no matter what. A lot of a lot of people think the new seasons of Family Guy are bad, but I mean, I get a good chuckle out of it now and then. Now and then. Same thing with The Simpsons. I like the new Simpsons, though. The new Simpsons episodes do make a case for themselves being better than Family Guy because at least with The Simpsons, the people that are writing the episodes are uh, at least the people that are writing the Simpsons episodes are coming up with new and unique ideas and they're trying new things for The Simpsons. That I can say that more about The Simpsons than I can do Family Guy, but um, I like both. Kendall Macias 5356 Jamie Vardy, greetings from Costa Rica. Oh, thank you. Hi. I'm happy I'm getting somebody from Costa Rica in here. We actually got a guy from Afghanistan earlier in the stream, but here we are, a person from Costa Rica. So do you guys have any more questions for me? Is there any more questions you would like to ask me that are appropriate, non-controversial, and non-political related? Also, do you guys have any suggestions for what you would like to see me do in the future that is not Q&A and gaming related on stream? Do you guys have any more questions for me? Do you have any more questions for me? Do you have any questions for me? Me. Do you have any more more questions for me? Do you have any more questions for me? Does anybody have any questions for me? Because at this point, I'm just sitting here now. Like, I don't want to do that, but I want to answer everybody's questions. So if you guys have questions, you better answer, because I'm going to be ending the stream in 35 minutes. So you guys better give me as many questions as possible before the stream ends. I know there was a lot of people wanting to ask more questions at the end of last week's stream, but I already went over an hour, so if you guys want more questions, please ask your questions. I'm willing to answer them. Does anybody have more questions? 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 Does anybody have more questions for me? Does anybody have questions for me? Does anybody have questions for me? Me, me, me. Does at this point I'm just singing about if anybody has questions for me. Oh boy. Yeah, so does anybody have any more questions? I'm just repeating myself now because I don't have any. Man, I should start coming up with some topics to talk about when nobody is asking questions on stream. Yeah, but like I said, do you guys have any questions for me? That would be good if I got some questions. Because I plan on going for like another 30 minutes, so if you guys have questions for me, please ask. Do you have questions? Do you have questions for me? Does anybody have more questions for me? Does anybody have more questions for me? Me. If you want to know what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the day after this live stream, I plan on watching a couple horror movies. Have you guys ever heard of the movie Soul Survivors? I plan on watching that later on Tubi. I mean, if anybody has seen that movie in the chat, please post a chat in the chat. I also plan on watching another movie, but I'm not sure what it's gonna be. But yeah, I plan on watching the movie Soul Survivors. Has anybody heard of it? It has I think it has Casey Affleck in it, and it has a couple other people. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. It came out in like the early 2000s. I think 2001, I think. I plan on watching that movie later. So if anybody has seen it, please post a chat. Is it any good? Though I did look up the reviews of that movie. I heard the movie's not very good. Does anybody have more questions for me? Does anybody have any more questions for me? Like I said, I'm willing to answer any question that is non-controversial, non-political, and something that's not appropriate. And hey JWTTD, I just shared your live stream. Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing my stream. Do you have any questions for me, Jeffrey? I don't know how busy you are, Jeffrey, but if you would like to join the stream and ask me some questions, that would be appreciated. But, yeah, does anybody have any more questions for me? I plan on streaming for like another 30 minutes. Does anybody have questions for me? Does anybody have questions for me? Does anybody have questions for me? Oh, excuse me, I burped. Ooh, excuse me, I burped again. I'm sorry. So yeah, do you guys have any more questions for me? because I'm starting to run out of things to talk about here. So, I mean, if you have questions for me, please ask. I mean, that's what this is. It's a Q&A live stream. So, if you want to ask questions or if you want to know more about me, please ask. So, yeah. Do you guys have any more questions? 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 Does anybody have any more questions? Does anybody have any more questions? Does anybody have more questions? Does anybody have more questions? Do 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 do. Does anybody? Okay, well, I'm starting to run out of ideas here. Oh boy, nobody's watching the stream. Oh boy, that's not good. That's not good. Nobody's watching the stream. Well, I mean, like I said, I mean, this is a Q&A stream, so if you have any questions for me, please ask. Other than that, I'm just going to be sitting here talking to myself. On stream. On stream. On stream. Does anybody have any more questions for me? Any more questions for me? Does Niles Man 123, is this the police? No, this is not the police. I'm doing a Q&A stream. Yeah, I know. I'm starting to run out of things to talk about because, I mean, I didn't really do much today. Like I said earlier, I was busy and I had to wake up early in the morning. I was busy in the morning and then I ate lunch at Arby's. I came home, I relaxed for a little bit, and now I'm doing this live stream. So, are you in prison? The Niles Man 123. Are you in prison? No, I'm not in prison. Does my room look like I'm in prison? I mean, the yellow wall is because I love the Pittsburgh Steelers. My room is black and yellow or black and gold or whatever. I think it's black and yellow for the Pittsburgh Steelers because I love the Pittsburgh Steelers. I requested my parents to paint me this room. Yeah, so basically I asked my parents to paint this room yellow and black and yellow for the Pittsburgh Steelers because they're my favorite football team. The Niles Man 123. No, sorry. Okay. But anyway, if you guys have any more questions for me, please ask. I mean, like I said, this is a Q&A stream, so if you want to ask your questions before this stream ends, that would be appreciated. But yeah, the Niles Man 123. What kind of any questions? It's a Q&A, so any questions. If you have any type of question for me, please ask. The only thing I say is that the question has to be appropriate for my YouTube channel. Nothing that can get my YouTube demonetized, which I'm not even monetized on YouTube, so that's not an issue right now, but anything that will get me demonetized or something that would get me in trouble with YouTube, nothing that would, cause any type of issues, nothing controversial, nothing political, but you can ask any other question than that. Nothing political, nothing political, nothing controversial, nothing that will get me in trouble. But yeah, any other question is recommended. Are you a football fan or are you watching Championship League? I live in America, so I'm talking about the NFL, American football, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know if you watch the NFL. You might be over in either the UK, Europe, or Australia. I'm not, though. I don't know where you live, so I'm not gonna like guess and try to predict where you live. But no, I am a football fan of American football. No, I mean soccer. I am from Vienna. No, I mean I don't really watch soccer. Um, I mean I know of some players. Like I know of some players, but I don't know all of them. Like I know of what's his name? I know of Lionel Messi. I know those types of people. But no, I don't really watch soccer, so no. I mean I'm more of the NFL, American football, Pittsburgh Steelers. Though a little fun fact about me is that I did play soccer when I was a little kid, but I was more worried about playing in the dirt than actually playing soccer, so I didn't really I didn't really play soccer much when I was a little kid, but I did play for a little bit, but I was more worried about playing in the dirt than playing soccer. But no, when did I become a fan of the NFL? I would say I became a fan of the NFL. Let's see, I'm 21 now. And I would say I became a fan of the NFL probably around when I was like 9, 10, 11 years old. I'm going to say probably about 10 when I got into middle school. That's really uh that's probably when I really got into football, the NFL. That's probably when I really got into it, was when I first started middle school, because that's really when I was starting to get into that type of stuff. Did you watch the Super Bowl? No, I did not watch the Super Bowl, but I did hear about it, and I'm pretty happy and I'm pretty excited that the Seattle Seahawks defeated the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl, because I didn't want the New England Patriots winning, because then that would break the Pittsburgh Steelers record for the most Super Bowls in NFL history, and I did not want that to happen, because I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and I want them to have the most Super Bowls in history, not the New England Patriots. But also, you could counteract that by saying that Tom Brady has the most Super Bowls, because he has the most Super Bowls as a player. He has like 7, so. But yeah, Pittsburgh has the most Super Bowls as a team. It's actually tied between them and the New England Patriots, and that's why I didn't want the New England Patriots to win. But no, I did not watch the Super Bowl. I did hear about the halftime show though with what's his name? I forgot his name, but yeah. Wyatt Miller, hi, do you remember me? Yes, I do remember you, Wyatt Miller. You commented on one of my videos a couple of days ago. So yes, I do remember you, Wyatt Miller. Do you have any questions for me, Wyatt Miller? Do you have any questions for me? Or do you have any suggestions? Alexia Rygelski. I'm sorry if I butchered that last name. Hi, hey, how are you? I'm doing good. How about you, Alexa? I'm doing good today. Like I said earlier, I was a little, I was a little busy in the morning, but then I became less busy. I went to Arby's. Yeah. So I went to, so I basically went to Arby's after I was done getting busy. And then I came home. Uh, so basically, like, I got home, ate my lunch, relaxed, and now I'm doing this stream. Um, Oh, Bad Bunny. Yes, Bad Bunny did a Super Bowl halftime show. I heard about it. Some people liked it, some people didn't. I didn't watch it because I didn't watch the Super Bowl. My team wasn't in the Super Bowl, so I didn't watch it, but I was happy when the Seattle Seahawks won. Uh it's good. You can call me Lexi. Okay, Lex. Okay. Lex, what did you get? What did I get at Arby's? I'm a big bragger of this. I will always tell anybody to go to Arby's and get this when it comes out. But I will always recommend somebody to get the fish sandwich from Arby's because Arby's has an awesome fish sandwich. I would say that Arby's has the best fast food fish sandwich. Now, other people tell me from other states that their fast food fish sandwich is better, but I'm just talking about based on where I live. I would say that Arby's has the best fast food fish. I would say that Arby's has the best fast food fish sandwich based on where I live, but we do have a couple places that actually do sell real fish, and those restaurants are better, but I would say Arby's has a better fish sandwich than McDonald's, and McDonald's fish sandwich is the fillet of fish, and I'm not real. I mean, I think the fillet of fish is okay, but I would say I like the Arby's fish sandwich more. I didn't watch it either. Yeah, I didn't watch the Super Bowl either. Because my team wasn't in it. I'm a fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers, as you can clearly see, so my team didn't make it in. They did make the playoffs, but they didn't win. They had another mediocre season like they always do. Lex, I'm have to try it. Yeah, I would definitely recommend you to try the Arby's fish sandwich. I think you would really like it. I would say that Arby's has the best fast food fish sandwich based on where I live. Lex, do you work? Currently, I am unemployed, but I do plan on going into the army soon, so I might not be unemployed much longer. I plan on going into the army, so it's all a matter of time when I go in. I'm not sure when I'm gonna go in yet because I still have a lot of stuff to do before I go into the military. But yeah, that would be so cool. Yeah, I'm going into the army. I mean, before I go into the army, I'll probably make like a update video on my YouTube channel and I'll probably do a live stream talking about it, but I'm not going into the army yet. I haven't even signed my military contract yet to go in. You should. That's what I plan on doing. That's what I plan on doing. I plan on going into the army, but I still have to do stuff to do before I can go in, so I'm not too sure when I'm going in yet. Um, I have a learning disability. Do you know what that is? Yes, I do know what that is. That means that uh, I have auditory processing disorder. Oh, so basically you have a hard time hearing things. Am I correct by that? I'm not sure. I could be incorrect, but I'm pretty sure you have a hard time processing and hearing things. Is that correct? I don't know. I don't want to like self-diagnose you because I don't know you. I have learning, hard time focusing and learning. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I do have a condition. I have ADHD, which means I'm hyperactive, so I have ADHD. That's what I have. I'm kind of on the I don't like to say this, but this is what other people say. I'm kind of on the higher end of the spectrum, so um, I'm on the higher end of the spectrum, so I can control my ADHD a lot better than other people can. Uh, so basically, like, what I know is that people with ADHD have a more easier time controlling. They have an easier time controlling what they have than other people with other forms of autism. Um, I'm literally in special ed. Oh, yeah, I know of those classes. I I know of those classes. I know those people from classes. I've seen them when I went to school, but I was never in any of those classes. Though I did get some help in school because of my ADHD. Uh Agni High. Um, I'm autistic too. I'm not gonna be put in one, but I am. Okay, cool. So do you guys have any more questions for me that you would like to ask? I plan on ending the stream in about 15 minutes, so if you have more questions, please ask before I end the stream, because I plan on ending the stream soon, but please ask more questions. If you have more questions, do you believe in Jesus? Yes, I do believe in Jesus. I do believe in my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I do believe in him. I'm not like a religious fanatic, so I don't really go to church. I don't really go to church. I don't really read. I mean, I've read a little bit. I've read a little eeny teeny bit of the Bible, but I'm not like a religious fanatic. But but I am. But I do believe in Jesus. I do believe he was here, and I do believe he's our God. Some people may disagree with that. They may believe in another God, and that's their religion. And that if that's what they want to believe in, that's great. Good for them. But I believe in Jesus. Uh, what is your favorite cartoon slash anime? My favorite cartoon. If you're asking me what my favorite cartoon of all time is, I would say my favorite cartoon of all time is it's really a toss up for me. I don't know, a lot of people would pick these two. Well, the other one they will, but the first one, I would say my favorite cartoon of all time is Thomas and Friends, and my second favorite is SpongeBob SquarePants. But I really did enjoy Arthur as a child. I enjoyed Regular Show. I enjoyed Adventure Time. I enjoyed The Amazing World of Gumball. So yeah, those are really the cartoons that I really enjoyed as a child. Um, as for anime, I'm not really the biggest fan of anime. Uh, as for me, I'm not really the biggest fan of anime. I never really got into it, so I can't really say what my favorite anime is because I never really got into it. Though I can say that I did get into a little bit of anime recently, though it's more of a game and not a show. But anybody in the chat, have you ever heard of the game Class of '09, the visual novel, the dating rejection sim? That was popular on TikTok for a while, so I decided to look into it on YouTube, and I watched a bunch of gameplay of that game. So that's the close of anime that I could get to. What's my favorite movie? My favorite movie? That's really tough because I have a lot of favorite movies. Uh, uh, yeah, I have a lot of favorite movies, but if I had to say one, I would say Child's Play 1988. I'm very much into horror movies. Child's Play 1988 was the first horror movie I seen. It was the first Chucky movie I was introduced to, and Chucky is one of my favorite horror characters. So I'm gonna say Child's Play 1988 is my favorite horror movie. What's my favorite type of music? My favorite type of music is actually, it's tough because I have three main music I listen to. I like country music, I like pop music, and I like rock music. But I do listen to all genres of music, so it's just not one. But I would say rock, pop, and country are my top three. Uh, I love SpongeBob SquarePants. I love SpongeBob SquarePants as well. It was one of my favorite shows as a kid, and I still do watch it from time to time now. Good choice. Mine is Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls is a pretty good show. Anton Larson. Haven't heard of it. Sounds fun. Any music recommendations that people may have not heard of? Yes, Johnny Horton. Go listen to Johnny Horton. Nobody has heard of that guy. I'm probably the only person in this live stream that knows who Johnny Horton is. Johnny Horton is a country singer. He used to sing rockabilly music before Elvis Presley did. He's kind of like the predecessor to Elvis Presley. Unfortunately, he died in a car accident. I think he was like in his 40s when he died, and he was really just getting into his music career when he died. He was a pretty popular musician in the late 1950s, early 1960s. And I like Johnny Horton's music because his music has a historical narrative to it. So so the so the songs are like stories of history. If I had to recommend a Johnny Horton song to you, the most famous one is the Battle of New Orleans. Check out that one. But Johnny Horton has a lot of great songs. The Sinking of the Bismarck. Uh, the Sinking of the Bismarck. What else? Sinking of the Bismarck. Um, the Battle of Bull Run, Johnny Rebel, what else? I'm trying to think. Uh, Cherokee Boogie. He has a lot of great songs, but I would recommend you to check out Battle of New Orleans. Check out that song, see if you like it, and if you don't like that song, then you're probably not going to like his music. But if you do like the song, then I would recommend you to check out the rest of his music. He's a pretty good country singer. He's a rockabilly singer. He's basically the predecessor to Elvis Presley and the rockabilly music that he was singing, so I would definitely recommend you to check him out. Anton Larson, thanks for the recommendation, man. I'll look him up. You're welcome. Also, please don't forget to please like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel and turn on all my notifications. That would be appreciated if you want to check out more of my videos. Do you guys have any more questions for me before I end off the stream? I plan on ending the stream in 7 minutes, so if you guys have any more questions for me, please ask before I end the stream. Obviously, I'm going to be doing another Q&A live stream next week, so you don't have to worry if your questions are not answered in this stream, but I mean, I would recommend asking more questions because I'm about to end the stream in 5 minutes. So please ask your questions. If you have more questions, please ask. Also, if you have any more suggestions for what you would like to see on stream in the future, please post your suggestions. King King Priest Willix Prince Sir Lord. What's up, man? You joined the stream pretty late. I plan on ending the stream in 5 minutes, but if you have any questions for me, please ask before I end the stream. Also, if you have any suggestions for me you would like to see me do on stream that are not Q&A and not gaming related, that would be appreciated. So, I mean, if you guys have any more questions for me. Any other music tips would be appreciated too. Trying to find new stuff. I mean, I have a lot of favorite singers, so I can't really go down the list. But another guy I really like to listen to is Michael Murphy Martins. He's also a country singer. He basically sings like basically not Western music, but like music from the like old Western times, like people like Jesse James, Billy the Kid, that type of music. I would recommend his music. The first song I would recommend you to watch of his is the Ballad of Jesse James. And then the Ballad of Frank James is pretty good. The Ballad of Sam Bass is pretty good as well. So definitely check out his music. But Michael Murphy Martins is another guy I would suggest music-wise. He's pretty good as well. Okay, guys, do you guys have any more questions for me before I end off the stream? I plan on ending the stream in about 3 minutes, so if you guys would like to put your last minute questions on the stream, please ask, because I'm going to be ending the stream in about 3 minutes. So if you have questions to ask, Ghost Prod NFL, Go Birds. Are you talking about the Eagles or the Cardinals? What birds? What birds are you talking about? I'm a Steelers fan, so obviously I'm going to disagree with you. I'm going to say go Steelers. Eagles. Yeah, I mean, I was happy when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, but other than that, the Eagles haven't won a Super Bowl, so so yeah, go Steelers. Go Steelers. But like I said, if you guys have any more questions, please ask your questions. I plan on ending the stream in 3 minutes, so if you would like to ask your questions, ask them quick. But if not, I'm going to be ending the stream soon. So if you have questions, please ask. But if not, then yeah, just please ask. Also, final question: why the Steelers? Why do I like the Pittsburgh Steelers? The reason why I like the Pittsburgh Steelers is because basically I grew up as a Steelers fan. Basically, the whole side of my dad's family were Steelers fans. So my real dad was a Steelers fan. My grandpa was a Steelers fan. My grandma on my dad's side, all of my dad's side were Steelers fans. Now my mom's side, the teams that they like is weird. My grandpa likes the Bills. My grandma likes the Bills. My mom likes the Steelers, Dolphins, and Lions. My brother likes the Jaguars and the Lions. It's weird. My mom's side of my family is weird because they like a mixture of a couple of different teams, but basically me and my dad's side of the family, we all like the Steelers, and that's why I'm a Steelers fan. Though, if you guys would like to know what my second favorite NFL team is, my second favorite NFL team is the Kansas City Chiefs. And that's just because I've always liked their logo. I've always liked their colors. And then, for whatever reason, I have nostalgia for Alex Smith being on the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, I know that's a weird statement, but I have nostalgia for Alex Smith being on the Eagles. or not the Eagles, the Chiefs, before he went to the Washington Commanders and his career pretty much ended there. This was also pre, like, Patrick Mahomes on the Kansas City Chiefs. This was when Alex Smith was there. But thank you everybody for asking your questions. I hope everybody has enjoyed. I hope everybody has enjoyed the stream. I hope everybody has had fun. Thank you everybody for joining. I think everybody had fun. If you had fun, thank you. I enjoyed the stream. I hope everybody had fun. Please don't forget to please like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel. If you like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel, please turn on notifications. Subscribing and getting the notifications and rejoining my live streams in the future are definitely appreciated. So please do that. If you would like to help me get my watch hours up on my YouTube channel and get me monetized on YouTube, that would also be a big help. But thank you for everybody for joining. I hope everybody had fun watching my Q&A live stream today. Goodbye, everybody. I'll see you guys next time. And if you guys have any suggestions for future streams that you would like to see me do that are not Q&A and that are not gaming related, please post in the chat, or post in the comments when this stream comes out. But anyway, guys, I hope everybody enjoyed. Bye, guys. I'll see you later.